My sister faked a kidnapping to extort money from the family and accused me of complicity. He knew everything. Arrest him too. I was detained. I stayed quiet while they investigated. 2 weeks later, cameras and phone records proved she orchestrated everything alone, and she was sentenced to 8 years while I received compensation for wrongful imprisonment. My sister tried to frame me for her fake kidnapping scheme. Now she is serving 8 years while I bought a house with the compensation money. My sister Vanessa and I were never close, but I didn't think she'd try to destroy my life. She was 34, unemployed for 18 months, and constantly asking our parents for money. I was 29, worked in IT, had savings. She resented that. In March, Vanessa disappeared. Our parents got a ransom demand $75,000 or they'd never see her again. The messages came from a burner phone. They were frantic, ready to drain their retirement. I told them to call the police first. That's apparently where I went wrong. 3 days into the investigation, Vanessa escaped. She stumbled into a gas station 40 miles outside town, crying, disheveled, gave police a detailed story about 2 masked men, a warehouse, zip ties. Then she added something I wasn't expecting. She told detectives I was involved, said I'd been acting strange before her disappearance, that I'd asked suspicious questions about her schedule, claimed she'd overheard her kidnappers mention my name. He knew everything, arrest him too. I was brought in for questioning that same night. They searched my apartment at 6 a.m. the next morning, took my laptop, phone, external drives, read me my Miranda rights in front of my neighbors. My boss called an hour later saying I was suspended pending investigation. The detective assigned to my case was named Morrison. He told me they'd found $15,000 in cash at Vanessa S. apartment, hidden inside her mattress. Bank records showed she'd withdrawn it gradually over 6 weeks. I said nothing without my lawyer present. My attorney, David, cost $8,000 up front. He told me to stay silent and let them work. So I did. I was released on $50,000 bail while they investigated. My parents stopped answering my calls. Vanessa went on local news, crying about her traumatic ordeal and how betrayed she felt that even family could do this. 14 days later, Morrison called David. Gas station security footage showed Vanessa arriving in her own car, then hiding it behind the building. Cell tower records proved her phone never left the county. The ransom burner was purchased with her credit card at a Walmart on February 28th, timestamped 3:47 p.m. Cameras showed her face clearly. The warehouse she described didn't exist at the address she'd given. Her injuries were superficial scratches she'd likely made herself. No forensic evidence of zip ties. No DNA from any kidnappers. They arrested her on April 12th. She immediately tried to claim ID forced her to do it, threatened her into participating, but her story had 11 different contradictions. My alibis for every date were ironclad. My finances showed no unusual activity. Vanessa was charged with filing a false police report, attempted extortion, fraud, and perjury. In November, she took a plea deal 8 years, eligible for parole in 5. No apology. During sentencing, she glared at me from across the courtroom. I sued the city for wrongful arrest and imprisonment, settled in January for $340,000. My legal fees were covered separately. My employer reinstated me with back pay and a written apology. My parents eventually reached out. I didn't answer. They chose to believe her immediately, didn't even question her story. That told me everything I needed to know. I used the settlement to buy a small house outside the city. Vanessa S. prison is 90 miles north of there. I've never visited. Was cutting off my parents too harsh or exactly what they deserved?